Cut it. Cut it. You think we're going to celebrate today? You better believe it. You better believe it. I mean, I didn't want to go through the whole routine of the gift and this and that and cutting and yeah, you know, because then that takes me like another extra hour of cutting and chopping and cutting and all this stuff and making it look good, whatever. No, I wanted to get. I wasn't even gonna get on now. I was like, oh, maybe I'll wait till 12 midnight. I'll do it. No. I want to get this on. I want to get this over there. Not because I don't want to do this and all that, but because I want to just get this done. You know, I don't want to come in later on when I have less energy, when I have less. I passed out. In the first half, done. Asleep. No reason for me to watch this team in the first half. I'll tell you that much. I don't give a rat's ass what Kyle Lowry did in the first half. 24 points. Have the most points scored in a half in his career. That's the most points that man scored. I mean, I did watch it, but I also fell asleep. But But you saw what happened second half? We're going to get into it. I'm sorry. I jumped up ahead. What are we doing? Who are you? I don't know you. Do you know me? No. So let me introduce myself. This is CULTURA. CULTURA. I am Studio Mogra, Studio Mogura. Hit it up, paypal.me/Studio Mogra or the Cash App $Studio Mogra. All donations go toward the making of my film. Include your name in the memo, and your name will be featured as a producer in the movie. You will be featured in the credits and on the IMDb listing. Use the QR code to purchase my book on Amazon, Full Moon Nights, Chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s, based on a true story. Mature audiences only, filled with sex, drugs, and EDM. Just like that. So what do you want to get into now? That's it. I'm done. I'm ready to go. Bye. Okay, we're over. See you later, guys. It's not over. Just like this season. The season is not over. And we all know it. I mean, I know it. I know I get a little bit like... like that. I understand. It's a little bit off-putting. It's a little bit like, whoa, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? This guy's fucking crazy. What the fuck? Oh my god. Call it, whatever. I get it. It's cool. I understand. But I also know, you know what? Not only is it a show, but what we're watching is a show. The heat of a show. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's not Marvel. It's not Marvel. But it's still good enough to get my attention. It can be Marvel. It has the potential to be Marvel. But right now, it's not. No. It's gonna take a lot of work to get to Marvel. For this team, oh yeah, a lot of work. The good thing about this team, in order to get to Marvel, you need a hero. And this team has a hero. This team has a hero. This team has multiple heroes. We talked about this previously. And again, I'm sorry that, I got episode 11 up, condensed. I'm halfway kind of done with episode 12. I'm just trying, episode 12 is like 50 minutes, and that's when I was like bitching about this girl and all stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, God, I can't have this out here because it just looks bad. And I apologize for just letting that out there. I feel bad. I have to admit I unpublished it from the thing because it just looks bad. It looks bad, and I'm sorry, and I apologize that I got that. But I was really pissed off. I mean, I didn't sleep. I was like, it was incredibly stress inducing. I had to let it out. But there's no reason to just carry that and even let that out. This is like, you know what? Let it slide and just fuck it, bro. Whatever. Fuck that person. Moving on with my life. So I'm starting to edit it and just, I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. And we'll get to it, and I'll catch up, and we'll be good. But this team has heroes. Specifically one whose name is literally fucking Herro. I mean, how the fuck do you have that name and you make it to the NBA? The NBA, which is like the NBA. And people don't think that you have the potential to be a star. Get the fuck out. Make that fucking person a star. His name is Herro. Give him the ball. You see how important he is to his team? Because this team just needs you just need one person to control the first half, and you need another person to close it out. That's how it works. That's how, for a long time, that was like the Pippen Jordan. For a while, it was just Jordan. But eventually it became like a Pippen Jordan. Like, Jordan closed it out, kind of kept it going through, but other guys kind of filled up the space. And that's that's the formula. I'm sure that's like this, that has been on that before them, But I use them as my example because they're the ones from my generation. So, but this team has guys, man. Kyle Lowry, he's a great player. Sure, he gets annoying. Sure, he pisses us off. Sure, he does this and does that. And, what the fuck? But he's a good player. Bam has his moments, dresses nuts. But he's a good player. Herro is a great fucking player. He's a man that closes out games. And we need him to be that guy. And not to be afraid. And you know what? Who cares? Herro's going to get stuffed. Herro's going to get picked. Herro's going to get everything. He's going to get blocked. He's going to get this. He's going to get that. They're going to make him look stupid. He's going to get... All that shit's going to happen. All that shit's going to happen to him, All that shit's going to happen. But he's going to also do that shit to a bunch of other people, too. And I think he's going to do that shit to more people than they're going to do it to him. That's the bottom line. So I'm good with putting it in his hands at the end. Put it in his hands at the end. Make him make the decisions. Not Kyle Lowry, not Jimmy Butler. Put it in Herro's hands. And if Herro can't get that first shot, then you put it in everyone else's hands. Herro has the best three-pointer, not only that I have ever seen, I've seen in probably since fucking Steph Curry maybe, and Golden State and Klay Thompson, bro. He has an incredible shot. He's the best three-point shooter on this team. He's better than fucking Duncan Robinson. He's more reliable than Duncan Robinson. Don't bring me that shit. Duncan Robinson he just peppers here and there, He's a fucking additive. You take him off the fucking shelf, go, that's it, and then you throw him back, and that's it. Herro is like a fucking the main course. This team has to revolve around him. Butler has to lead this team around to revolve around Herro. And he's got to do his part to lead that, to push that. I understand that Butler wants it all, and Butler is capable of doing it all, and Butler is the guy still. Butler is the man. He is fucking Leonardo on this team. Butler is the Red Ranger on this team. Herro, he's the Green Ranger. He's the one everybody loves. He's the one everybody comes to pay to see. He's the one that everybody wants. He's the one that, lasts. He's the one that is the most badass of everybody, with the most power, the strongest one. That's him. Yeah, I'm still hurting from that. It's gonna be hurting for a while, dude. Because every day you see some shit posted about it. It sucks. Whatever. This is just a ride, man. You gotta keep winning at home. Keep beating these teams that we're supposed to beat right now, and just try and get fucking healthy, bro. Get these guys back. Stop losing guys. Look at how giving these guys more playing time, they get better, man. Kane, Jovic, Hayward Highsmith. Dude, Highsmith played a great game, man. He had his moments where he's like, what the fuck? For the most part, he played a pretty decent game. He plays good defense, man. He hasn't been hitting the three. He's only had a couple threes this season. But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like last year he was pretty reliable at the three, and that's why I keep saying that. And I feel like there's more potential there, but he just has to shoot more. He just has to have more chances. He hasn't had those chances. He hasn't had a start. He hasn't had, he hasn't been in the game a lot. He hasn't been in the game enough to try to really just be like impactful. And today was one of the first times that he was like, he stood out. And he was like, oh, you hear Eric Reed saying his name a lot. Oh, rebound, Hayward Highsmith. Oh, Hayward Highsmith with the steal. All this and that. Hayward Highsmith, you hear his name more and more, and that's better for a lot of these guys. You gotta hear these guys. Look, bro, Kane is, I don't know what happened, but like the last game that Kane played, he didn't seem that big. And in this game, he seemed like he was the tallest, longest guy on the court. The most athletic one. So we got to see more from him. We got to get him more touches. Got to get him in the court. Got to get Jovic in. I don't care. You find the time and you make everybody go in for like 3 minutes, bro. And then you just rotate. And you just find the groove, and that's it. And that's what, we know. I know that's what Spo already does. We know that's what he does. We know the routine already. There's no set fucking starting lineup for the Miami Heat, ever. There never will be when it comes to Spo. Unless, like, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh are here. Outside of that, there will never be a starting lineup for him. He will always change it up. He'll always switch it up. He'll always something. It's always going to be changing. There was one fucking year, like 2-3 years ago, where there was, like, fucking 50, 60, 70 fucking different lineup changes. I mean, what the fuck? And this is what he does. He is the fucking mad scientist. He is fucking, the experimental fucking guy. He's the one that comes with the crazy ideas. Oh, let's try this out. And it's just like, what the fuck? So we just gotta ride this, bro. Because if there's any team that can handle this kind of adversity and can handle these lineup changes, that can handle the different personnel, it's the Heat. It's the Heat. My only thing is that I know we've got like the same guys kind of, but it still feels like, why are we so short-handed? Why are we so short-handed? I feel like we should have at least 2 more guys that we can plug in and play, and we can't. And I know a lot of these guys are hurt. I know it, but even when the whole team is together, it still feels, And maybe that's just because like I'm sorry, my glasses are dirty as shit. Maybe it's just because like at the beginning of the season, this guy's been playing only fucking. Only fucking like 5, 6, 7 people. He's been just doing the playoff lineup. He hasn't been really playing everybody. Now it's when he's been playing everybody because he kind of fucking has to, because everybody's fucking hurt. So it's like, well, now you gotta work. It's just gonna be this, the ride. This is the ride. This is a ride, and wow, we started out rough, so it's going to be a hell of a ride, let me tell you. If we get into for us to get into the playoffs, it's going to be a lot of work. For us to even get into a good position in the playoffs, it's going to be even more work. And for us to even be, like, fucking dominating for the rest of the goddamn season, well, that's going to take a fucking miracle at this point. That's going to be like, wow. I mean, a complete turnaround you're talking about. And it's possible. I mean, look at Golden State. I mean, there's no way that you're not going to tell me that in a playoff series, you're still not going to put your money on that team, no matter their record. And I still feel like in a playoff series, we still got a good chance. But we got to make it happen. And we got to get the shooting locked down. We got to get guys healthy. We got to get guys back. We got to get them back in the groove, man. And one thing that I was like surprised was that Herro, he actually showed up at the fourth, because, a lot of times when he comes back off of injury, he doesn't play very well. He always has like a rusty game, and then he picks it up. But this game, he had that rusty game pretty much the whole first half up to the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter, thankfully, he turned it on. So there's, you just gotta see. We gotta see this consistently, and we gotta see it again against a really good team, not against the Wizards. I know the Wizards are much better than us, I guess, technically, because of the the record or whatever. But I don't. They're not. They're not. We're a better team. We know. Come on, we know it. We have better. We have better talent. We have better personnel. Kyle Kuzma is like the only thing they have over there. Let's be real, okay? Like we are here to come and get back into the Eastern Conference. Our goal as the Miami Heat is to not only win a title, but for sure get back to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics. Just like previously, Milwaukee last year, Milwaukee was our target. Our target was to meet Milwaukee in the playoffs because the previous year they swept us. Because the year before that, we beat their asses. Okay? I still feel we haven't even solved that. We haven't solved that beef. So last year was supposed to be the solving of the beef. But then somebody else solved it for us. And we ended up meeting the Celtics, which was an older beef. Okay? That had reached a new apex because of what happened in the bubble. And that just kind of rekindled. And so that was what was placed before us. So with that outcome, this year, I mean, we can say we're still had to solve Milwaukee, but no, I mean, the person who won the East was the Celtics, so they're the target right now. They're the favorite right now. Even if Milwaukee's doing great, whatever. No. Celtics are that's the target. They're the Eastern Conference champions. They're the ones that we have to, that we're chasing. So our goal is to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals to face that team again and do it again. And instead of missing the shot, we make the shot and we get to the finals. And then we win the title. That's the goal. That's the whole purpose. Everybody's got that goal. So, but for us, I feel like it's more because we were there last year. We were that close last year. We expect it from this team. We want it for this team. And we should be competing for it already, regardless of the injuries that we've had, because we should have won those games in the beginning of the season. If we would have won those games in the beginning of the season, and we have all these injuries, we would have been in a better place. But can't go back anymore. It's done, set in stone. So gotta move forward. Okay. The next game is Friday, bro, and this is another big, humongous game because this is a game that's gonna start to, settle the East between us and the Wizards, who are in a playoff chase. So we gotta make sure we win again in Friday. So we have the leg up on these people. We've already fallen back on a couple teams, and I talked about in the last CULTURA, I think it was the last CULTURA, how bro, you look at the beginning of the next bunch of games that we're gonna have, man, up until December 25th, bro. Just look at that stretch of games that we're gonna have, bro, and we're gonna probably decide the Eastern Conference by December. Before Christmas, the Eastern Conference for us will probably be decided. So it's a really big stretch of games that we're going to come up against. So we got to take these games. We got to get back in a winning kind of stretch. And we can only do it if, again, I know that the obvious guys are healthy and guys are making shots. So I don't know how long Lowry's going to be able to keep this up, but he's going to have to keep it up all goddamn fucking season through the playoffs and to the finals. That's how it is. You want to be the man? That's what the man does. Hate LeBron all you want. That guy did it through the regular season, through the playoffs, and into the finals, year after year. You want to be the man? That's how you got to do it. That's how Golden State does it. That's how we do. Come on. We got to be consistent. We got to keep it going. We can't just have this one game and then drop another. We can't. No. We got to win this game, win the next one. And we got to start beating opponents that we're not expected to beat. I expect to win against the Wizards, bro. Don't you? Don't you expect to beat the Wizards? So if you expect to beat this team, you know, I know you want to celebrate every win and be happy, but and I get that, but honestly, like in when you step back and look at the forest from the trees, when you step back and look at the fucking whole universe instead of just like the one star, even the one fucking solar system. I mean, like, come on. It's all about like beating good teams and being consistent and doing a streak. You can't just be like, yeah, we beat the one. I mean, you can because you had a good time. And sure, and sure, go ahead. But when we're talking about in terms of like, okay, like how is this going to affect us in the greater like season, and when we're talking about that, we're not just talking about the individual win. We're not just talking about like let's go out and have fun and watch a game. You know, no, we're talking about okay, let's how this season going to work out for us. Like, bro, we gotta string some wins together, which we have not really done. We have a 4 game winning streak at home, which is like okay, that's good. But I want us to kind of put how about a 4 game winning streak. I mean, something, dude, because and it's I know understand is we're only saying that because or I'm only saying that just because we came out of 4 off the road and shit, and we got to do better on the road, bro. We got to do better. We will not. We got to do better on the road, bro. We'll get knocked out like real fast because it's as you know we're not that good at home. We're good. We're better than we are on the road, but there's just so much to do, and it's kind of overwhelming. So I don't know. That said, there's only I'm gonna keep this short and sweet and not too long. So at 22 minutes, we're gonna cut it there. I don't know. I was gonna smoke, but that one hit was good. So I guess we'll be back Friday, probably later on at night because I'm pretty sure Friday I'll hang out with the family a little bit more. And I don't know if I'll watch the game over there. Maybe I'll watch it here. I don't know. We'll see. But regardless, it was a good win. I'm glad everybody, a guy here, Lowry had a great game, and Caleb Barton had a great game, and all the rookies, played well. Herro, of course, Bam played good enough. Everybody kind of showed up, and that's good. It's good. Now do it again, and do it again, and do it again. That's it. That's how it's got to be. I know it's hard. I know it's not. It's like, bro, who do you think you are? You're not a player. I know why that. I get it, bro. But we're talking about like the game. This is the fan, the game, and you watch the game, and then you make your commentary on it. And this is what you gotta win consistently. And man, I don't even want to touch. I haven't mentioned it, bro. The elephant in the goddamn fucking room, which is the whole Heat MO. If you go back and you look at my fucking videos and you listen to this shit, you know what the fucking Heat MO is. You know what the Heat MO is, because it happened again today, and you should already know what I'm fucking talking about. And that's why I don't want to get into it. I don't want to mention it. I don't want to fucking even breathe about it. I don't want to even talk about it anymore, bro, because it's tiring, bro. It is absolutely tiring, like many of the things in this country, bro, that keep on happening over and over and over, and are literally the definition of insanity, bro. The same thing happening over and over again, expecting a different result. Bro, it's just, like, insane. So I don't even want to touch it, bro. Because it's just so fucking aggravating. And at this point, it's part of this team. It's part of this organization. It's part of Heat culture. To take your foot off the goddamn gas. It's part of Heat culture at this point. The only way it does not become a part of Heat culture is if it stops. And it didn't stop today, and we won. So I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you at all. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Heat cultura. Heat cultura. Heat cultura. Heat cultura. I am Studio Mogura, Studio MOGURA. Hit it up, bro. PayPal.me/Studio Mogura and the Cash App $Studio Mogura. All donations go toward the making of my film. Include your name so that I can include it in the IMDb listing, and I'll give you producer credit, and your name will appear in the film at the end. Buy the book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon for $9.99 and at Barnes and Noble for $16.99. The hardcover. It's a chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s, based on a true story and all the crazy shit I did as a kid growing up. So yeah, man, we'll see you back here Friday, bro. Maybe late night. Remember, it's always late night at this point because fuck it, who gives a shit, right? And I promise I'll get you the next. I will catch up on YouTube with the Heat Cultura condensed. I'm in the middle of doing whatever the fucking last one was. I don't even remember what it was, but I'm almost done with it. I promise you, I will get to it. Okay? Don't freak out. Just freak out.